Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Play Together, Learn Together. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about introducing 2D shape to your children. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to click on the notification bell and to follow me on Instagram, Play Together, Learn Together. Hi, I'm Laureen, a mum to 2 children, a girl aged 5 and a boy aged 2. I'm also a teacher who has over 20 years experience, mostly in early years. When we think about the maths concepts that we're going to teach our child, one of the first ones that we focus on is number and counting. But what we also should not forget is that shape is really important too. One of the first toys your child will have and play with will probably be a shape sorter. There are a whole variety of ones out there. The ones that my children play with is this one, which is a stacking eggs one that has the shapes on the bottom that they have to match. When your child is playing with these toys, it's important that you talk to them about what shapes they are seeing. Give them names for the shapes. The first ones that you should think about introducing to your children are circle, heart, star, square. When I introduced these to my children, I used a song for each of the different ones, which made it fun and engaging for them. There are also a whole variety of books which you can use as well to introduce shape to your child, and I'll link them below as well. So in today's video, I'm going to show you some of the activities that I have set up for my children to introduce new shapes to them, to recap on shapes that we already know, and to talk about the properties of the shapes as well. Okay, so here I'm going to share with you what is like my hook for us starting with shapes. So I've just set up our Flosat table with a variety of different things. Our board says let's go on a shape hunt around the house, and the intention is that the children will use these shape finders, and these were so easy to use. It's just the packaging from my Kallax and cut up, so perfect and cost nothing. So I've got the words round here so that my daughter gets used to the letters that are in the words. My son's getting used to seeing letters. And then I've got obviously the shape finders that we had so much fun with. And I've got a book as well. I love to include books in my play, and children love them as well. So we've got our Osborne Lift the Flat book there, and of course it is just a Lift the Flat book, which is perfect for my 2-year-old, and my daughter just, well, she loves every kind of book, so it's great for her. So then I've got this little activity set up. So for both children, they can use it. For my daughter who's 5, it would be basically just to give her the cardboard as it is. And again, this is just from my Kallax. So it's just some of the packaging from, I think it was maybe from the drawers, that was. So nice and easy, looks like a tray and fun for them to use. So basically I would give her this and say to her that she has to go for a shape hunt around the house and try and find the things that fit in to those spaces. For my son, I've got them all sitting out, so then he would just try and match them to where they go. So it really is just like a matching activity for him. So that's the differentiation there for both children. So here is my shape set up for the next day, and you will see that there are some things that are the same. We've got the shape finders, we've got the words written out as well, but we've got a tray of different shapes from around the house. So I would intend that the children would take the shape finders and look at what's on the tray and then sort them into which ones are rectangles, which ones are circles, which ones are triangles, and which ones don't fit in to any of those categories. But the children may choose to take it a different way themselves. And here are another 2 setups that I had for my children for shape. So on the top one here, what I did was I drew around a variety of different shapes and then stuck them onto just a bit of packaging that again came from all of my Kallax. So a great way of reusing things. And basically I'm showing you a few different ways that the children could engage with this activity. So one here is that they could take the loose parts, and I've got other videos on loose parts which I'll link below that you'll be able to click on and find out more about loose parts. So they've used the loose parts here to create a shape. So of course it's a triangle here, so we've got grappat used there, and then we've just got buttons used here. And another thing that we could do is talk about the edges, the sides that the shapes have. So we've used the coins here to show each of the corners that the square has, and that would be a way to discuss that with the children as well. So then this one here, again, it's using the packaging from my Kallax, so we're reusing, it's not costing anything, and I've drawn much bigger shapes here, and this is so that we can do the outline of the shape. So more suitable to my 2-year-old, and then we've created it with loose parts or using stickers as well. But my 5-year-old would be able to use this too, and we could talk about the properties of these shapes as well. So this is another activity that I'm going to set up for my daughter. So it's come from this pack here, so it's just a geo board. I've seen lots of photos on Instagram of people making their own ones, but I just bought this one from Amazon, so really easy, and it comes with a load of different elastic bands of different sizes, and then a lot of different cards that you can choose which one. So this is the first time my daughter's using this one, so what I've gone for is just 2 cards. Obviously we're working on shapes, so we've gone for triangles, and I've just gone for ones that use 1 elastic band, but what I've done is I've put out 3 different sizes of elastic band so that she's got to work out which ones she needs to use for these. You will notice that in my play setups there are a lot of different shapes. That's because my son, who's 2, is just being introduced to the shapes, and my daughter, who's age 5, knows some more shapes and needs to be extended. So this shows you the progression that you would help your child to learn the shapes in. So like I said earlier, you would introduce circle, square, heart, star to begin with, and then you would build upon that by adding in more shapes: rectangles, triangles, pentagons, hexagons, and moving on. And when you're introducing more shapes, you would then be discussing, it has this many corners, it has this many sides, and then you would introduce 3D shape as well, discussing those at the same rate with your child as well, introducing a few, then building upon it, and then talking about the properties as well. And I'm going to do another video about them that I will put a link to as well. I hope this video has been useful to you. Please feel free to comment below about other videos that you would like me to post. Don't forget to click on the notification bell, click subscribe so that you're following me, and follow me on Instagram. Play together, learn together. Have fun learning at home with your child.